walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense will come out first. And we are going to be treated to a great show today, Jesse. Two of the most dynamic players in the country in the same backfield.
And you got to give this coaching staff credit for bringing these two guys into the program, right, David? You're lucky if you just have the quarterback. But on top of that, you get this game-breaking running back, and this is so difficult for a defense to stop.
It's so frustrating because I got to stop the run game. I got to really get focused, get numbers, but then the quarterback can hurt you. This duo is one of the best in the country. They do it against every single defense. People are still looking for answers.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Thanks to grab. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The Tigers want to move quickly. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now, and they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll run play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Clemson will send the punt team out. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on.
There he goes. Smashes ahead. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Might be changing the route. They just keep firing. Looking down the middle. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He'll start this drive going to the air. He makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Tiger! Fit it in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Bass. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And that's a missed opportunity. I mean, he had him open. He could have thrown that football maybe with just a little bit more touch. He had plenty of mustard on it. You could see he threw a bullet. But sometimes when those guys are wide open, you see quarterbacks they try to aim it a little bit too much, and it'll come up short.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, Oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Bringing the heat. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It's complete to the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. Looking to convert, Arizona comes to the line. He might want another play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle. It's Lester. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Handoff to the single back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into...
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Prides the back on the option to give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Dak's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Bass. Turning it on! Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. To the ground, he's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Makes the grab. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Arizona comes out with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone.
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to sling it on second down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. And I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Complete to the left.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Wants to throw it. They're working that left side. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line. He's got it on the right. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Got the back over the middle. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. On first and goal, let's see what Arizona does. Touchdown, Arizona. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss sweep right. Creates a little space. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw again. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Looking for a crease. It's Peppers. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Powers through. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field. Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the punishment has been extended. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play-action fake. Works the middle of the field. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Peppers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It's complete. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They'll move the tight end. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Still running at the 40. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. Rolling right and going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Arizona! And the beatdown has ensued. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Snags a quick pass on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field. Rally to...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. An easy decision there for the offense to decline the penalty and take the touchdown. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over UAB. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Finds his man down the middle. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Let's go. Sends it back in motion. Got it, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Complete downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try the run. Finds a little space. Inside the 25. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Dead center perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks.